Welcome back. It's Joseph. Quick and simple gospel. Yeshua, Jesus, came to this earth, lived a perfect 33 years, was crucified on a cross for our sins, buried in a tomb for 3 days, and rose from the grave on a third day. We are saved through faith in Christ alone and by no other name. Amen. So, good afternoon, guys. Hope you are doing well today. Got a lot to talk about today. Of course, number one topic, the inauguration of Donald Trump. So we're going to talk about that. Now also, there was some other big news today connected to Trump, as you're going to see. Believe it or not, a president died today. The president of Planned Parenthood died today, the same day that Trump was inaugurated. All right, and this is pointing to the soon death of Donald Trump, which I believe is going to happen this year. Okay, so we're going to talk about the inauguration. We're going to talk about the death of the Planned Parenthood president. We're going to talk about TikTok. We're going to talk about the hostage deal and a few more things. So it should be a good show. We'll give it a few minutes, wait for a few people to jump in, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Hey, there's Cody. Decoding with Cody in the chat. Much love, brother. Everybody make sure you check out Decoding with Cody. Hey, Midwest Perspective. Good to see you. Hey, Katie. Hey, Justin and Michelle. Hey, Cooking on a Budget. How you doing? Guys, do me a favor. When you come in, please hit the like button. Very much appreciated. Helps out the algorithm and helps more people find the video. And also, please hit the share button. That way we can get this out to more people. Hey, Georgie. How you doing? Hey, another War Machine. Yes, we're going to talk about that for sure. Donald Trump did not put his hand on the Bible during the inauguration, which is a very big deal. That's not an accident, okay? You don't just accidentally forget to place your hand on the Bible during the inauguration, especially when you've already had an inauguration before. You kind of know the deal, right? So that is absolutely mind-blowing, and that's one of the biggest parts of what I'm going to talk about today. And you don't even need numbers for that part. But the fact that Donald Trump did not put his hand on the Bible, that is mind-blowing, all right? Let me say hi to a few more people. Hey, Cohen. Hey, Sudden Moose. Hey, Music Ventures. Hey, Jesus Saves. Glad you found me again. Yeah, they like to unsubscribe people all the time and delete my channels. I'm on channel number 12, so it happens. Hey, Heather, good to see you. All right, guys. We got some people in here. We got a lot to talk about. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys, here we go. All right, guys, just give me 1 sec to get all situated. Well, that's good. A couple people got a notification. That's rare. So that's good news. All right, guys, here we go. So we're going to talk about the inauguration first. And we're going to break this down all by the numbers using gematria, which is simply letters as numerals. And once you learn the simple code of coding letters into numbers, you can see right through the scripted coded news every day. Okay. So the first thing I want to point out, Donald Trump is now officially number 47, okay? Well, how perfect is that? Because in gematria, Trump equals 47, okay? So that's pretty clear. He's now number 47, Trump equals 47. Well, before he was number 47, he was number 45, right? Check out the hat. The 45-47. Well, isn't it interesting that 4 plus 5 is 9 and 4 plus 7 is 11? So there's your 9/11 code right there. Now, the inauguration today on January 20th is exactly 220 days after his birthday, which is June 14th, okay? So today is 220 days after his birthday. In gematria, Donald John Trump equals 220. Today is 76 days after the election, and today is 7 months, 6 days after Trump's birthday. Donald John Trump also equals 76. So how perfect, right? I mean, as you're going to see, guys, numbers do not lie, okay? Just the first couple slides. Ask yourself, is all this a coincidence? Trump becomes number 47 when Trump equals 47. I don't think that's a coincidence. You got the 9/11 thing, right? The inauguration, 220 days after his birthday. Donald John Trump, 220. And then it's 76 days after the election. Donald John Trump equals 76. And today's 7 months, 6 days after his birthday, like Donald John Trump, right? Well, speaking of 76, remember, Trump calls himself the father of the vaccine, right? Well, remember, while he was president, COVID was declared a pandemic March 11th, 2020, right? How interesting that the inauguration today is exactly 1776 days after COVID was declared a pandemic. 1776, like the year the United States was founded, the same year the Illuminati was founded. And then don't forget how big that date was, March 11th, 2020. Do you remember what happened? 888 days before March 11th, 2020. That's when Trump made his famous calm before the storm statement. Remember, they were in the room with all the reporters, and the guy said, Trump said, you know, this picture here represents the calm before the storm. And then the reporter said, what storm, Mr. President? He said, you'll find out. So exactly 888 days after he made that statement, the world changed on March 11th, 2020. Why does it matter that it was 888 days later? Because Donald J. Trump equals 888. B System equals 888. The Art of the Deal, 888. The Synagogue of Satan, 888. The list goes on. And guess what? What's 888 plus 888? Is it 1776? I believe it is. And then don't forget, March 11th, 2020, COVID was declared a pandemic exactly 222 months after 9/11, and Trump equals 222. And the first U.S. case of COVID was 222 days from Trump's birthday, and they called it Wuhan coronavirus, which equals 222. And don't forget, Obama went on to test positive 222 days from his birthday. I believe Obama is the Antichrist. And don't forget, the Antichrist, Barack Obama, equals 222. Don't forget how comfortable those two looked together at Jimmy Carter's funeral. Obama and Trump, right? But anyways, today is 1776 days after COVID was declared a pandemic. Now, speaking of July 4th in 1776, that's the nation's birthday, right? So what if I told you Inauguration Day is 201 days after the nation's birthday? And it's on January 20th, right? A date that can be written 20/1, the 20th day of the first month, right? And then notice the official name of the inauguration is called Inauguration of the President of the United States, which equals 201. Like the Jesuit order, 201. That old serpent equals 201. Another name for the devil. And don't forget how big that 201 number is. I mean, wow, we had Event 201, the pandemic simulation. They just had another pandemic simulation called Preparing for Disease X, which was held exactly 201 weeks and 0 days after COVID was declared a pandemic. That same day, they held Preparing for Disease X 201 days from Obama's birthday. Don't forget, Event 201 was held on 10/18, like Luke 10/18. Don't forget the son of perdition, Barack Hussein Obama equals 201. William Henry Gates equals 201. The main sponsor of Event 201, you just had Donald Trump meet with Bill Gates, What's up with that, right? I'm sure Donald Trump isn't part of the club. Totally good guy. Calls himself the father of the vaccine. Never asked God for forgiveness. MAGA, the highest degree of the Church of Satan, and Trump announced re-election 666 days after his last full day in office, but I'm sure he's one of the good guys. But anyways, that number 201, so big, the full name of the Jesuit Pope, Jorge Mario Bergoglio, equals 201. The Pope lives in Suite 201 at the Domus Sancti Marte, which equals 201. Catholic Pope equals 201. Ignatius of Loyola equals 201. That's the founder of the Jesuit order. The Georgia Guidestones went down 201 days from the Pope's birthday. The list goes on. 201, huge number. Now, what if I told you America and the Illuminati, they're both 248 years old right now. Notice America is 248 years old. President Donald Trump equals 248. You know what else equals 248? Trump assassination equals 248. And I do believe this is going to be the year that it happens. Guys, I don't think Trump, number one, Trump's not running anything, for the record. Obama is really the one running things, okay? Trump is all smoke and mirrors and theater, and he will not be around much longer. This is the year the assassination is going to happen. And it's going to be staged, just like Butler was. All right, don't forget. Let me tell you a little bit about Butler. Remember, Trump was shot allegedly in Butler exactly 48 weeks before his birthday. Donald Trump equals 48. Trump shot equals 48. Trump rally equals 48. It was 29 days after his birthday. Trump equals 29, Gray's 29, Gunman 29. It was on the 195th day of the year when Trump shooting is 195, and the guy in the stands, Corey Comparator, whatever his name was, his name equaled 195. Remember, they blamed it on Kimberly Cheadle, the Secret Service director. It happened exactly 666 days after Kimberly Cheadle assumed office. And then remember, the birthday of Thomas Crooks was 9/20/03, which is the 8,888th prime number, when Trump equals 88, and Trump was shot 88 months after the Snoop Dogg video Lavender, right? Trump's number to text, 88022. They got to reach 88 miles per hour, Back to the Future. Donnie Darko set in the year 88. The numbers on his arm add up to 88. The list goes on. And now remember, a lot of people think what happened in Butler was like the deadly head wound from Revelation 13, but it's not. It was symbolic of that, and we know that because if you copy and paste the whole verse, Revelation 13:3, about the deadly head wound, that whole verse equals 1,086. Crooks was exactly 1,086 weeks old. All right, so no, in my opinion, that was not the real head wound, and no, Trump is not the real Antichrist, although he is Antichrist. It's almost like they're trying to make, it's almost like they're going out of their way to make Trump look like the Antichrist. I don't know if they're trying to fool people or what, but until I see Trump get the head wound and recover days later, I'm always going to say Obama is the top guy. Also, you know, I've been thinking about this other idea. Is it possible what they're doing is almost like Obama is playing the role of Satan, right? Because, you know, Luke 10:18, I beheld Satan as lightning from heaven. Barak means lightning, bomb of the heights. When Obama announced he was running for president, he was exactly 45 years, 6 months, 6 days old. Strong's 4566 is Satan. Of course, Obama born on the 216th day of the year, which is 6 times 6 times 6. A million reasons. Also, Obama equals dragon. All right? Obama equals dragon. And, of course, Satan's called the dragon. So it's almost like, are they having Obama play the role of Satan and Trump is playing the role of the Antichrist? I don't know. But what I can tell you, after doing this for 5 years, I still think Obama is the top guy. If I'm wrong and he's just some distraction, well, I've always said Donald Trump is my number 2 choice. So it's either Obama or Donald Trump. One of those two dudes is the literal Antichrist. And do they have, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. Do they have Obama playing the role of Satan and Trump is the Antichrist and Obama's Satan? I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. All I can tell you for sure, Donald Trump is 1000% Antichrist. By the way, fun fact, Donald J. Trump equals Antichrist in 2 ciphers. So he is Antichrist. He is part of the beast system. And just look at the funeral, how close him and Obama are. I've always said Obama and Trump are working together. So at the end of the day, they're like one entity, almost. It's a team. But anyways, let me keep going with the decode here. So also, very important, Trump won the election November 5th. That was 222 days before Trump's birthday. And how big is that number 222, right? Number 1, Trump equals 222. Order out of chaos equals 222. The Antichrist, Barack Obama, equals 222. The first U.S. case of COVID was 222 days from Trump's birthday. And by the way, that was in King County, Seattle. We know our friend Garo, Jurassic Liars, he talks a lot about Trump in Seattle, so make sure you check him out too. Also, like I said earlier, COVID was declared a pandemic exactly 222 months after 9/11. Wuhan coronavirus equals 222. Obama tested positive 222 days from his birthday in the year 2022. We had Trump's famous calm before the storm statement 222 days before the Clade X simulation. Don't forget, we had that Clade X pandemic simulation exactly 666 days before COVID was declared a pandemic. Don't forget, Trump Organization equals 222. Remember the 222-page lawsuit against the Trump Organization where he took the stand 222 days from his birthday? Then remember, he went back to Butler after the Erie event. He went back to Butler 2 months and 22 days after that happened, which is also 84 days, and Butler equals 84, Obama equals 84, born on 8/4. It was also, he was back in Butler exactly 84 months after the calm before the storm statement on the anniversary of the statement. And again, back to Jurassic Liars, that's his watch date for Trump's deadly head wound, Obama's birthday, 8/4. So it is interesting that he went back to Butler 84 days later, and Butler does equal 84. Like Obama equals 84, and Obama's birthday is 8/4. And then don't forget, both, listen to this, Ivana equals 222. Trump equals 222, right? Ivana Trump died 222 days from her birthday. How is that a coincidence? And if you think it's a coincidence, Donald Trump's sister died 222 days from her birthday. So there's no way all of that is a coincidence. So yeah, Donald Trump did win the election 222 days before his birthday. And what's funny about that, that's the whole reason I started my channel back in 2020, because I was talking about the 222 and how important it was to Trump and Obama and Wuhan coronavirus and all that. And now here we are, 5 years later. Now, what if I told you Donald Trump announced re-election on, see, this is what I mean. There's no denying that Trump is Antichrist, right? I'm not saying he's the son of perdition. I still think that's Obama, but Trump is very involved, okay? So what are the odds when Trump announced he was running for re-election? Let me zoom in for you. That was on November 15th, 2022. And then look at this article over here. January 19th, on Donald Trump's final full day as president, Joe Biden prepares to take office. So because Joe Biden became president on January 20th, that means Trump's last full day as president was January 19th, 2021. So what are the odds he announced re-election exactly 666 days after his final full day as president? And MAGA is the highest degree of the Church of Satan. Okay, don't forget witchcraft equals 666. And again, while Trump was president, the father of the vaccine, COVID was declared a pandemic March 11th, 2020, exactly 666 days after the Cladex pandemic simulation. Don't forget, Trump's also the guy who gave you the snake poem, right? And then remember what happened when he allegedly got clipped in the ear in Butler and he stood up and said fight, 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 which is FFF 666. Remember the blood stain pattern on his mouth that looked like a serpent tongue, right? That old serpent 201, like today is 201 days from the nation's birthday. But anyways, not only did he announce re-election 666 days after his last full day in office, but today, the inauguration today, is exactly 666 months and 0 days after the moon landing. Isn't that interesting? Now, what are the odds? This is the 60th inauguration, and Donald Trump equals 60. Now, I put out a short video a couple hours ago. When I saw this, I immediately recorded it and put it up. You guys got to go watch that video. It's only like 30 seconds. But yeah, when you get done with this live, go watch the short video of Eric Trump throwing up the Illuminati pyramid here. He literally turns around, flashes the pyramid, and it's very obvious in your face. And it's kind of funny. I mean, not really, but he holds it up so long, the wife taps him on the shoulder, and she's like, "Hey, they saw it. You're good. You can let it down now." But anyways, there you have Eric Trump showing his allegiance there. And then probably one of the biggest parts of this whole day, and I still can't believe this is real, Donald Trump did not place his hand on the Bible for the oath of office during his inauguration. Can you believe that? President Trump did not place his hand on a stack of 2 Bibles held by First Lady Melania Trump as he was sworn into office on Monday. Instead, Trump stood with his left arm down by his side as he raised his right hand for the oath of office. I really would like to know, and I know they're going to do it, I'd really like to know how the alleged Christians and Trump supporters are going to explain this one. Are you going to say he forgot? It was a mistake? What excuse are you going to say? You're telling me this wasn't symbolic? Again, you don't make that mistake. How do you not place your hand on the Bible at your inauguration? This should tell you right here who Donald Trump serves. Talk about symbolism. You can't get much more symbolic than, hey, I'm going to totally ignore these 2 Bibles right here that I'm supposed to put my hand on. I'm just going to leave my hand down. Are you kidding me? If this doesn't tell you who Donald Trump is, and remember, there's no numbers involved here. With all the date durations of 666 and all this stuff with Trump, MAGA, the highest degree of the Church of Satan, the snake poem, the father of the vaccine, I don't know what else people need to see. This was such a confirmation, man. Again, you don't make that mistake. It's not an accident. It was 1,000% intentional. Unbelievable. Trump did not place his hand on the Bible for the oath of office. I don't know if that's ever happened before, ever. I'll have to look into it more, but that's crazy. All right? But yeah, that's pretty much it for that part. Let me go through this quickly for those just jumping in. It's only take a minute. But Trump officially becomes number 47. Trump equals 47. He was 45 and 47. 4 plus 5 is 9. 4 plus 7, 11. There's your 9/11 code. Today is 220 days after his birthday. Donald John Trump equals 220. Today is 76 days after the election, and today is 7 months, 6 days after Trump's birthday. Donald John Trump equals 76. And speaking of 76, today is 1776 days after COVID was declared a pandemic. And America was founded July 4th, 1776. And today is 201 days after July 4th, the nation's birthday, right? And today is the 20th day of the first month, right? You can write today's date 20/1, like 201. The official name of the inauguration of the President of the United States equals 201, like the Jesuit Order 201, and that old serpent 201. America and the Illuminati, remember the Illuminati was also founded in 1776, but they're both 248 years old right now. Like President Donald Trump is 248, Trump assassination also 248. So we'll see if that happens this year. He won the election 222 days before his birthday. Trump equals 222. Order out of chaos, 222. He announced re-election 666 days after his last full day as president. And the inauguration today is exactly 666 months and 0 days after the alleged moon landing. And this is the 60th inauguration. Donald Trump equals 60. And there's Eric Trump throwing up the pyramid showing his allegiance to Satan. And then we have Donald Trump not placing his hand on the Bible. If you think all that's a coincidence, well, you'd be incorrect. So, anyways, don't go anywhere yet. I have another very big story. I haven't seen too many people talk about this yet because it's been a very big day. But believe it or not, guys, there was the death of a president today. Here it is. There was the death of a president today. Okay? And believe it or not, wait till you see the first page of this article. They actually mentioned the inauguration of Donald Trump in the article. And honestly, the two have nothing to do with each other. Okay? So what I'm getting at, this is a huge story and huge predictive programming for the soon death of Donald Trump, which I think is going to be this year. And again, it's all going to be staged, just like Butler was. But look at this, guys. A president has died today. Cody, are you in here? What are your thoughts on this, man? Are you kidding me? By the way, look at the article. 47 minutes past the hour. Hey, Cozy, good to see you. Much love. Look at this, guys. Cecile Richards, former Planned Parenthood president, has died January 20th. A president has died on Inauguration Day. Look at this. Cecile Richards, the former president of Planned Parenthood, has died. Her family said Monday in a statement she was 67. This morning, our beloved Cecile passed away at home, surrounded by her family and her ever-loyal dog, Ollie. Our hearts are broken today, but no words can do justice to the joy she brought to our lives, it read. Richards died just hours before President-elect Donald Trump was set to be sworn in to a second term as president. Why in the world are they mentioning that? Right off the bat. What does this have to do with her? I think that's pretty crazy. Okay, she was the president of Planned Parenthood, and they're telling you that she died just hours before President-elect Donald Trump was sworn in. So that's pretty fishy, right? Well, let's check out the numbers. Because I'm telling you, this story here is predictive programming for the death of Donald J. Trump. So what are the odds she died today on Inauguration Day, January 20th? Her birthday is July 15th. She died 176 days before her birthday. Donald J. Trump just happens to equal 176. How about that? And they mentioned Trump in the article. So don't tell me this is a stretch. She's a president, dead on inauguration, and they mentioned Trump in the article. She's dead 176 days before her birthday when Donald J. Trump is 176. Wow. She's dead 25 weeks before her birthday. Trump equals 25. Death equals 25. She was born 47 weeks before Trump's birthday. Hello. What are the odds of that? She was born 47 weeks before Trump's birthday, who's now number 47. Trump equals 47. President equals 47. How about this for a confirmation? She was born July 15th, 1957. That was 133 months after Trump was born. Why does that matter? Because President is 133 and White House is 133. Wow. Now, what if I told you Cecile Richards was just at the White House on Joe Biden's birthday? Richards in the White House after receiving the Presidential Medal of Freedom on November 20th, 2 months before her death. So she was just at the White House on a president's birthday. And she was at the White House on November 20th, which was 128 days after her birthday, and President Donald John Trump equals 128. This whole thing is connected to Trump. And she died today 62 days after being at the White House, and sacrifice equals 62. And she's dead exactly 27 weeks after her birthday. Ritual equals 27. And Planned Parenthood, she was the president of Planned Parenthood, right? Planned Parenthood has the 83 and the 79, like murder is 83 and 79. And she's dead at 67, which is human sacrifice and blood sacrifice, 67. So that's pretty crazy. A president dies on Inauguration Day. They mention Trump in the article. Richards died just hours before Trump was sworn in. That has nothing to do with her, unless it's part of the ritual, right? So yeah, she died 176 days before her birthday, like Donald J. Trump. And she died 25 weeks before her birthday. Trump equals 25, death 25. She was born 47 weeks before Trump's birthday. Trump, number 47. Trump equals 47, president 47. She was born 133 months after Trump was born, which is president and White House, 133. She was just at the White House on a president's birthday, right? She was at the White House 128 days after her birthday, which is President Donald John Trump. She died 62 days after being at the White House, which is sacrifice. She's dead 27 weeks after her birthday. Planned Parenthood equals murder. And she's dead at 67, which is human sacrifice and blood sacrifice. Crazy stuff. All right, so we covered the inauguration. We covered the death of a president on Inauguration Day. Let's see what else we have. Let me scroll down a little bit. Whenever the people need a hero, we shall supply him. Albert Pike, 33rd degree Freemason. And there's Trumpy boy with Klaus Schwab, World Economic Forum. Don't forget, World Economic Forum is also 222. Got a few more things to talk about. Thought this was pretty wild. The Washington Commanders, they beat the Lions, right? And definitely check out Decoding with Cody's video. Also, I know Derek from Gematrinator, he's been talking a lot about this. But yeah, they had a great decode on the Commanders-Lions game. And the Commanders came out on top, right? And they got win number 666 to move on. So that's interesting. considering we just got a new commander-in-chief at the White House, right? This is the team from D.C. This is the game right before the inauguration. They picked up win number 666. Pretty crazy. And also, they're moving on to their first NFC title game in 33 years. How about that? The old 33-666 combo. Sure, it's a coincidence. All right, what else do we have? TikTok. So today, Trump is going to sign an executive order saving TikTok, giving them a 90-day extension. Look how perfect this is for everyone talking about TikTok. I haven't seen too many people talk about the numbers because he's officially going to save TikTok today, right? Going to sign the executive order today, giving them a 90-day extension. Well, check this out. Today is 76 days after the election, and TikTok equals 76, like Donald John Trump is 76. And what if I told you today is also 7 months and 6 days after his birthday, like TikTok and Donald John Trump? So if he gives them a 90-day extension today, that puts us at April 20th, right? Well, what's crazy about that is April 20th, after the 90-day extension, will be 7 weeks and 6 days before Trump's birthday. So for all that to line up perfectly, it's mathematically impossible for him to save TikTok, right? When TikTok equals 76, Donald John Trump equals 76. For him to save TikTok 76 days after the election, 7 months, 6 days after his birthday, and if we go forward 90 days from today, after a 90-day extension, that gives us April 20th, which is 7 weeks, 6 days before his birthday. Oh, I thought this was pretty funny. Here's Oh Bummer and Big Mike having dinner, and all I did was zoom in there so you could see. That's rough, man. Big Mike looking more manly by the day. By the way, don't forget, Big Mike's mom died not too long ago. If you go back 666 days before Big Mike's mom died, you land on Barack Obama's birthday. All right, let's talk about the hostages. I don't know if I should start with the 33 hostages or the fact that the ceasefire came 66 weeks and 6 days after the war began. Here, let's start with the 666. Speaking of Mike, yeah, it was Mike's birthday. Check out the back on Michael. Got a back like a Ninja Turtle. All right, here we go. Israeli Security Cabinet approves ceasefire and hostage deal. It became official January 17th, okay? So you're telling me the ceasefire became official. I mean, this is like insane stuff. You're telling me the ceasefire became official 66 weeks and 6 days after the war began? Come on, man. Really? The ceasefire became official 66 weeks and 6 days after the war began? Okay. I believe you. Not a ritual, right? Let's not forget that Israel declared war 666 days before Obama's 64th birthday. Why does that matter? Because Israel equals 64, Barack Hussein Obama equals 64, the Antichrist equals 64. And Israel was allegedly attacked 64 days after Obama's birthday. So isn't that interesting? That Israel, Barack Hussein Obama, and the Antichrist, they all equal 64. Israel was attacked 64 days after his birthday, and they declared war 666 days before Obama's 64th birthday. But yeah, fun fact, the ceasefire came officially 66 weeks and 6 days after the war began. And this is the hostage deal for the 33 hostages, right? But it's way deeper than just the 33 hostages. Let me show you. So not only was the ceasefire official 66 weeks and 6 days after the war began, but what if I told you that the deal is expected to go into effect on Sunday and include 3 phases. The first phase is expected to last for 6 weeks, during which 33 Israeli hostages are set to be released. Notice hostage equals 33. That began on a Sunday, which equals 33, right? Well, did you know that it was actually a group of 33 ministers who approved of the agreement? I'm not kidding. I've seen a lot of people talk about the 33 hostages. I haven't seen too many people talk about the 33 ministers who approved of the deal. I mean, I'm just in shock. 33 ministers approved the deal for the 33 hostages, right? And of course, masonry equals 33, the highest degree of masonry, the 33rd degree, right? Well, they were also saying that Israeli airstrikes have continued in Gaza since the first reports of the ceasefire deal Wednesday. Remember, this is before it became official, 66 weeks and 6 days after the war began. As of Friday evening local time, at least 122 people have been killed, including 33 children, right? So you got 33 children, 33 hostages approved by 33 ministers. Now, what if I told you, look down at the bottom here, what if I told you those 33 ministers met at 3:30 p.m. to approve the hostage ceasefire deal? Are you kidding me? 33 ministers meet at 3:30 to release 33 hostages, and since the ceasefire was first talked about, 33 children were killed. I mean, wow. That is absolutely ridiculous. Thank you, Cody. That's the perfect word. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So, I think I might have covered everything I wanted to talk about today. Let me just scroll down, make sure there ain't nothing else to talk about. Nope, that's it. So here, let me show you the stuff. If anyone wants to help out the channel, very much appreciated. Here you go, guys. If anybody wants to support the channel, very much appreciated. This is my full-time job. I am not monetized by YouTube, so thank you very much to everyone who does support. I have PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, Zelle. You can also mail something. So thank you guys very much. Very much appreciated. But yeah, let me go back to the inauguration stuff real quick. We will run through that one more time, and then I'll turn this around and see if y'all have anything to add. But yeah, if you're coming in late, make sure you go back, watch the Decode on the Planned Parenthood president. Must see. I think that's crazy that they had a president die on the day of Trump's inauguration, and the numbers line up perfect. But anyways, one more time, Trump officially number 47. Trump equals 47. He was number 45. Now he's also 47. 4 plus 5 is 9. 4 plus 7, 11. There's your 9/11 code. The inauguration today was 220 days after his birthday. Donald John Trump equals 220. Today is 7 months, 6 days after his birthday. Today is also 76 days after the election. Donald John Trump equals 76. Like TikTok is also 76, and he's going to sign an executive order on that today. Today is 1776 days after COVID was declared a pandemic while Trump was president. 1776, the year America and the Illuminati were founded. And today is 201 days after the nation's birthday. Today's date is 20/1. Inauguration of the President of the United States, 201, like that old serpent, 201, the Jesuit order, 201. America and the Illuminati, they're 248 years old right now. President Donald Trump equals 248. Trump assassination, also 248. That's why I think it's going to happen this year. The election was 222 days before Trump's birthday. Trump equals 222. And Trump announced he was running for re-election 666 days after his last full day in office. And today is exactly 666 months after the fake moon landing. And it was the 60th inauguration, and Donald Trump equals 60. And there's Eric Trump throwing up the pyramid. Make sure you watch that short video I put out. And one of the biggest things that happened today, Trump did not place his hand on the Bible. That is crazy. President Trump did not place his hand on a stack of 2 Bibles held by First Lady Melania Trump as he was sworn into office on Monday. Instead, Trump stood with his left arm down by his side as he raised his right hand for the oath of office. That is not a mistake. That's not an accident. This is 1000% intentional. Just like Eric Trump throwing up the hand sign showing you where his allegiance is, the fact that he didn't place his hand on the Bible should show you that Donald Trump's allegiance is to Satan. All right? But yeah, I believe that is it. Let me turn this thing around. And thank you guys for sticking around. I appreciate it. All right, guys. Hey, Cohen. Hey, Todd. Hey, Branch. Good to see ya. Hey, Stacy Ann. Hey, Tracy. Hey, The Truth. Hey, Lynn. Hey, John Steele. Anybody have anything to add? Anything I missed? Let me know. Hey, KJ Malone. Good to see you, man. Hey, Cozy. But yeah, I think I covered most of it. Hey, Visionary Vet. Everyone make sure you check out Visionary Vet also. He's got a channel. Thank you, Christy. I appreciate it. But yeah, I think we'll keep it there. Nice and short. Hopefully you guys will share this video for me. Very much appreciated. I think it's pretty undeniable when you put all that together. Clearly, Trump is part of the club. And it's all by the numbers. Donald Trump is working with Barack Obama to bring about the beast system, which is basically already here. We're like full-blown beast system already. But yeah, America's done. It's toast. I believe Trump is going to be the last president ever. And I think it's going to end with the assassination of Donald Trump happening this year. I really do believe this is the year it all goes down. Okay, Cody is going live in a bit, he thinks. So everybody make sure you check out Decoding with Cody in the chat, and we will head over to his chat, see what he found. I'm sure he found some great stuff. But anyways, guys, I think we will leave it there for this one. Let's see, what did we cover today? We covered the inauguration, all the numbers, Eric Trump throwing up the hand sign, Trump not putting his hand on the Bible. That is so crazy. We had a president die today. The president of Planned Parenthood dies on Inauguration Day, all connected to Trump. Go back and rewatch it if you missed it. We covered the TikTok thing. We covered the hostage deal, the 33 hostages, and the ceasefire officially came 66 weeks and 6 days after the war began. So we covered quite a few things today. I think it was a great show. Yeah, Visionary Vet, you're right. Donald Trump did say you won't need to vote anymore, right? Isn't that interesting? So yeah, I think this is it. This is the end of America, and no more presidents after this. We're at the end, and the sooner the better. I'm ready to get out of here, and I know you are too. So anyways, guys, thank you for being here today. Thank you for being part of the channel. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Please do me a favor. On the way out, please hit the like and the share. Very much appreciated. And as always, keep looking up. We are living in the biblical end of days. Jesus is coming very soon. I can't wait. And I will see you guys on the next video. God bless.